Central School for the final Cougar home game for 1998 between the NAC Bobcats and the Northeastern Clinton Cougars. This is senior night, and all seniors and their parents will be recognized at halftime. Now for the visiting Bobcats.
I'm going to introduce the lineups. Mr. Mike Fay on the microphone.
Number 8, Brian Schutz.
For the Bobcats.
Number 12, Kevin Sheehan. Number 20, Peter Pulaski. Number 25, Mike Sweeney. Number 10, Matt Barnaby. Number 9, Ben Munn. Number 22, Charles Wolf. Number 11, Paul Laurie. And the starters for Northern Adirondack, at fullback, number 17, Corey Pike. At fullback, number 16, Eric Sweeney. At sweeper, number 18, John Shaughnessy. At stopper, number 15, Aaron Bouye. At halfback, number 14, Chad Poyer. At halfback, number 13, Mike Wilson. At halfback, number 6, Liam Mahoney. At forward, number 5, Chad Rao. At forward, number 7, Matt White. At forward, number 4, Joe Karofsky. And in goal for the Bobcats, J.R. Jubert. Cats are coached by Don Moulton. And for Northeastern Clinton Cougars, number 1, Chad Fulbear. Number 3, Jared Ashline. Number 17, Paul Hamilton. Number 21, Brent Langlois. Number 14, Jeremiah Colby. Number 9, Yannick Brennan. Number 7, Chris Clark. Number 2, Brad Delaney. Number 4, Jason Engtill. Number 10, Jeremy Dragon. Number 15, Brian LaFountain. And number 25, David Gay. Now the starters for Northeastern. At forward, number 8, Colin Allen. At forward, number 12, Scott Morelli. At forward, number 13, Matt Arno. At halfback, number 6, Ryan Engtill. At halfback, number 16, Aaron Coulombe. At halfback, number 22, Sean Fay. At sweeper, number 5, Nick Legree. At stopper, number 11, Mike Ashline. At fullback, number 18, Travis Dupree. And at fullback, number 20, Pat Racine. In goal for Northeastern, Gary LeMay. Cougars are coached by Dale Hawksby and Frank Dumas. And the referees for tonight's contest, Tom Lacey and Todd Lambert. Thank you and enjoy the game.
And here we are. We're ready for the start of the game. The lineups already have been given. And this is a big game. Northeastern pretty much out of the running for the CVAC. With 2 losses, it's going to be awfully difficult for the Cougars to catch Plattsburgh. But the Bobcats with only 1 loss, and they have already beaten Plattsburgh. It's another story. This is a big, big game for NAC. Always a big match between these 2 schools. A great rivalry and some great soccer over the years. Northeastern hopefully has learned some lessons from the last game with Plattsburgh and other games during the course of the year where they need to use their wings. They can't punch the ball down the center and expect the defense like Plattsburgh or NAC to make the mistakes necessary to give them a clear shot at the net. So Northeastern, we're going to look tonight to see if the Cougars keep the ball out on the wings. I spoke to Don Moulton, the Bobcat coach, prior to the game, and he is very, very happy with the way his team has played this year. Morelli, with an opportunity, he flew right in and got the ball before Jubert could get it, could hang on, pushed the ball to the outside, and he was trying to turn to make a shot. Couldn't get it off, and it finally went out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick. The Cats, as I was saying, Moulton's very happy with the Cats. He's starting freshmen and sophomores, and he's building for the future, and he really is happy with where they're positioned right now. Again, a victory tonight for the Bobcats keeps them in the running with Plattsburgh for the CVAC standings. But actually, this time of the year, once you're eliminated, like Northeastern, they're not actually mathematically eliminated, but it's pretty tough to expect a team like Plattsburgh to lose 3 games between now and the end of the season, which is only 5 games away. It's pretty tough to expect a team like that to lose 3 games, and that's what it's going to take for Northeastern to have a shot at the CVAC title. So now the teams want to tone up and look forward to the Section 7 title. That's the important game. I can remember Northeastern going undefeated a number of years ago, and the only game they lost was the Section 7 Class C title game, and they felt that their season was a failure, even though they went undefeated, and the first game that they lost in the entire year was that final game that they played for the Section 7 title. So very, very big when you get into the sectional play. So Northeastern needs to tone up, they need to stay healthy, and they need to practice what's going to get them through the sectional play. Ball cleared by Racine and headed right back in again. Racine could be called for a handball. That's what it'll be in a dangerous place out there on the right wing. Mahoney sets it up. Mahoney chips to the 18, headed out by Coulomb. Arno is there. Arno wants to try and keep it going. It goes on the outside, little hip thrown. Arno still trying to control, but taken by Karofsky. Ashline clears, but not deep. And Wilson tries to put it in. Wilson still controls on the outside. Dupree gets there. Up for Coulomb. Coulomb, a nice move to get by Pike. Coulomb still controlling and punches it into the middle. Arno off a deflection. Morelli tries to get there, gets the shot off, and it's in the net. Scott Morelli from Matt Arno, and Northeastern draws first blood. Northeastern's first goal scored by Scott Morelli, assist going to Matt Arno on a ball that Aaron Coulomb punched up into the center. And it's 1-0 Northeastern. Contact right there. I've just been informed, I didn't realize that, but Saranac, who used to be a Class C school, has been put up into the Class B rankings. So there are only 4 Class C schools remaining, and that is the 2 teams you see right here, Northeastern Clinton and Northern Adirondack. And the other 2 schools are Lake Placid and All Sable. Push and call, then it'll be Northeastern ball. That goal scored at the 4:14 mark of the first half. So Northeastern with an early score, not like the game played at NAC. That game ended up in a 1-1 tie. Here's another shot, and Joubert makes the stop off LaFountain. That ended up in a 1-1 tie. Northeastern scoring in the first half, and Mike Wilson, I can't remember who the goal scorer for Northeastern was, but Mike Wilson tied it up in the second half, and that's the way it ended, with a 1-1 tie. Again up through the center, and Joubert calls off his defense and controls the ball. We're down to 34 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in this first half. Still very early. Northeastern with that early lead. Fay cuts in front of Wilson. Fay still trying to control on the far side. Out of bounds, and it should be Northeastern throw-in. I guess he's going to call it a drop ball. Fay controls the drop ball, pushes into the center, but it's cleared right out. Now Ashline tries to go far side for LaFountain. Picked up by Sweeney. Sweeney trying to go down the wing, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be NAC throw-in. Flip throw, and a long one, about a 40-yarder. Fay trying to control, goes high, and it should go out of bounds. Off Arno, it stays in, and finally goes out. It'll be NAC ball. Calvin just informed me that the Lake Placid team that's going to be in the Section 7 Class C hunt once the season is over is 5-5. But that doesn't always mean anything, especially I think it would be a mistake for either one of these teams. I don't know what All Sable is going to end up with, but of course the top seed will face number 1 will face number 4, number 2 will face number 3. But it might be a little dangerous to face a team that you've never played before, like a Lake Placid. I mean, we don't know what their strengths are, never seen them in tournament play or in league play, so it's kind of difficult. Where somebody like an All Sable, we've played them before, we know what their strengths and weaknesses are. And the same with the Bobcats. So it's going to be interesting to see how this thing plays out, who's going to end up being the number 1 seed, whether it'll be Northeastern or NAC. So right now the Cougars sitting with 2 losses and the Bobcats with 1. So a victory for Northeastern tonight would give the Bobcats 2 losses and 2 ties. Nice play by Fay up for Arno. Arno wants to stay on the wing. Gets by one man. He'll get a cross-off. He slipped as he took the shot, and it rolled along the grass, and Joubert with the stop. And as I said, with All Sable, I think they might have 1 win, maybe 2, so we pretty much know what All Sable is capable of. But a team like Lake Placid with 5 wins, 5 losses, you don't know I don't know if they're in the Mountain League or they're in the Mountain League. Okay, so they're capable of winning, and whether those games were against lesser teams or whether they can put together a good game is difficult to say. But the winner of this game here has gone a long way to take that top seed in Section 7 Class C. Coulomb tries to go to Morelli, but it's intercepted by Bouye. Bouye switches fields over on the far side for Rao. Rao can't control, and it's pushed up by Racine to Engtill. Engtill tries to go out on the wing for LaFountain. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be NAC throw-in. Cats, after that early goal by Morelli, seem to have stepped it up a little bit. They've got a little bit of a quicker step. They know how important this game is. Legree with a nice move. Has plenty of room up in through the center. Goes outside for Engtill. Engtill with a long pass. Tries to get over the head of defense and does. Morelli is there, but Morelli can't catch up to it before it's cleared out. Out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for NAC. Jubert, a strong kick, but just too far outside. Northeastern's going to have to be very wary of that. Jubert's displayed some good kicking ability, both on the goal kicks and on his punts. And if he can get the ball beyond Northeastern's defense, that can be a tough play because the Cats have some speed. Now Coulomb will throw in for Northeastern, deep in Bobcat zone. Headed up in the air, we're going to have a push, and it'll be a direct kick for NAC. Cats, nice play into the center from Mahoney. Mahoney down the wing for Rao. Legree gets there, punches the ball up on the far side. Engtill tries to get there, heads it into the center for Morelli. Morelli with some room. A left foot through pass intended for LaFountain. Picked up off a deflection by Sweeney and finally goes out of bounds. It'll be another throw in for Northeastern. A long throw. Jubert gets there just over the head of Morelli. If he could have gotten one more step, that ball just over the head of Morelli into Jubert. And Morelli could have gotten one more step and deflected that ball. That was going to be a tough play. An excellent throw-in for the Cougars. LaFountain, a lot of hustle, keeps the ball in play. To the far side by Sweeney, finally out of bounds, and it'll be another throw-in for Northeastern. Cougars being successful thus far in keeping the ball in the Bobcat zone. Coulomb, a line drive throw off the head of Morelli. Finally chested down. Arno trying to get a shot off, slips and can't. Cleared to the near side by the Cat defense. Fay controls, has a left-footed shot, decides to cross and does. It goes through everybody. I think that was just deflected by Sweeney. And it deflected it enough so it went between LaFountain and Morelli, and neither one of them could get a shot. Chested down by White. White for Rao. Racine gets there, and a push is called, and it's going to be Northeastern ball. Legree, right to the 18, deflected toward the net by Arno on an easy stop by Jubert. Jubert with another good punt midfield, chested by Dupree. Out of bounds, and it'll be Northeastern ball. That's out of bounds off Karofsky. Dupree to Legree. Legree up through the middle. Headed right down. Morelli to Coulombe, and Coulombe up the wing for Arno. Trading heads, and Morelli comes away with the ball. Pushes through for Arno. If Arno can get a cross off, he does. Right across the goal mouth, but LaFountain cannot get his foot on it. And it'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Cats on the far side of the field. As always, difficult to pick up some of the numbers on the far side of the field, so hometown cable viewers, be patient. I'll get them as soon as I can. Just a short roller, and Pike lets it go to Jubert, and it'll be Bobcats straight down the center. Off ash line, it should go out of bounds, and does. It'll be a throw-in for the Bobcats. Korofsky. Nice ball into the center from Mahoney. Now over for White. Mahoney up high. And the call goes against Northeastern. Those are the kind of calls that are difficult to make. Both players going for the ball, and how one can be right and one can be wrong. I have a difficult time with it, but the Cats in a great position here. A low ball. It would have been wide of the net, but LeMay not taking any chances. Punt it high, short of midfield. Now Coulombe. Coulombe still trying to control. Guard it closely and gets the ball up for Arno. Arno over for Morelli into the center. Morelli goes far side for LaFountain. LaFountain gets by Sweeney. We got a yellow card. Scott Morelli getting a yellow card, and I followed the ball, so I didn't see what contact it was, but obviously Mr. Lacey saw it. Don Moulton and Tom Lacey arguing, even if it is a one-sided argument. I think what they're saying, we can't read lips from this distance, of course, but it sounds like they're saying that Morelli did it on purpose and it really deserves a red card. Lacey's saying no, and the yellow card will stand. Morelli will have to stay out for one stoppage of play, but interesting enough, when you're marked that closely, and most teams do mark Scott Morelli very close, it gets to be extremely frustrating for a player when he's trying to do something, and the other team, of course, defensively doesn't want him to do it, Scott being the leading scorer on Northeastern, and they'll stand right on top of him and take as much of the body as they can. One way you might be able to alleviate some of that pressure is to move Morelli around. Take him out of the center, put him on the wing for a couple of plays, for a few minutes put him on the one wing, and then for a few minutes switch him up onto another wing. And maybe the teams don't want to take their defense out of the center of the field and put it over on the wing, and maybe he's got a little more room to operate. A push called on Northeastern with 22:38 remaining, and the Cats, we'll see if they get any kind of enthusiasm after that yellow card to Morelli. Engtill with a nice move. Jeremy Dragon into the game after Morelli was taken out. Arno moved into the center, and Dragon on the near side wing. Stopped by Korofsky. Korofsky broken up by Fay. And the trip is called, and again, he had the ball. That's right in front of us. He had the ball, and Korofsky tripped over his outstretched leg. I can't see that being a trip. Bouye Although Northeastern with a 1-0 lead, you get the feeling that the Cats have a little bit more momentum going for them. I guess possibly the yellow card has something to do with that. But other than that, it seems like they've got a quicker step. They're getting to the ball faster than Northeastern. And we'll see if that continues. Dupree to the near side. Fay nicely keeps it in bounds. Off a deflection. Dragon gets there. Fay trying to turn it back in. Nobody there. Misplayed. Arno gets there. Broken up. And finally the Cats come away. Pike down through the center. Dupree stops it. Punches up for Engtel. Engtel tries to redirect it for LaFountain, but it's broken up. Ashline with a nice move. And a short pass intended for Engtel. Engtel gets it anyway. Off a misplay. Engtel with a long shot, and Jubert is right there. Cats Rao off a header. Loses his balance and falls down, and Engtel picks up. Engtel up the wing for LaFountain. LaFountain tried to get it back to Engtel, but it just went behind him, and the Cats pick it up. Legree miskicked, but he has some time to recover. He doesn't want to take too much, and he doesn't. He punches it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Bobcats. A long throw-in. LeMay was standing in the right position, and that ball kept going and going and going, and LeMay backed up, almost backing up, it appeared to me, almost backing up into his own net. He was able to stick his arms up and stop the ball, but he couldn't control it, and it looked real dangerous for a period of time. But LeMay able to recover before the Cats can put it behind the line. It looks like Poirier on the far side. And the Cats right down through the center. Dupree gets there. And a charge is called, and it's be Northeastern's ball. .18:53 remaining in the first half. 1-0 Northeastern on an early goal scored by Morelli from Arno. Wilson and Fay going after the ball. Out of bounds, and it should be Northeastern. Nope. Okay, it'll be NAC ball. Karofsky broken up, out of bounds, and the Cats will do it again. He gained another 10 yards. Smart play. That could be dangerous. Not called. And Wilson, everybody thought it was going to be called. And another trip called, and it'll be a direct kick for NAC. Mahoney in a great spot here. LeMay has to try and guess if he's going to go far post or near post. He goes far post. Cats are there. They're trying to get the header off, and it goes behind the net, and it'll be a goal kick for Northeastern. Jumping in called on the Cats, and it'll be a direct kick for Northeastern. Northeastern substitutions, it looks like Yannick Grennan is in the game for Northeastern. And also number 8, Cullen Allen, who just took that last shot that went wide. Paul Hamilton into the game for Northeastern. Arno gets the goal kick, surrounded by 3 Cats, and it's finally cleared by, I think that is Shaughnessy. The Bobcats, 16.5 minutes left in the first half. Cats in the center. Ashline gets there and punches up for Arno. A lot of pushing and shoving, and holding called on the Cats. John Shaughnessy, and it'll be Northeastern's ball. Now from here, it's a little long to go down the center and head it right out again. Grennan on the far side trying to get there first. Does. Tries to kick it into the center for Allen. Allen, a low ball that deflects and cleared by Shaughnessy. Legree gets there. Punches high. And Jubert makes the easy stop. And that should be, that's the kind of calls that should be made. That player was not playing the ball, he was playing the man. Racine missed kicks, but it goes to Legree. Legree needs to get that out fast and does. Picked up nicely by Mahoney. Mahoney has some room in the center, broken up by Ashline, but it goes deeper into Northeastern's zone. Rao gets there first, trying to control, does. Racine just stuck his foot out and wouldn't let Rao make the cross, and it'll be a corner kick for the Bobcats. Again, Cats continue to put the pressure on. A lot of the game after the Morelli goal, a lot of the game has been played in Northeastern zone, but not only that, the Cats have had much more dangerous shots. A good corner headed out by Ashline, and Arno broken up onto the near side for Wilson. Wilson keeps it in, broken up by Coulomb. Coulomb takes it to the center, trying to give himself some room to bring it or turn it around. Doesn't want to play with it deep in Northeastern zone, so kicks it out of bounds. Now Wilson to Mahoney. Mahoney guarded closely by Hamilton. Mahoney makes a nice move, finally gets the shot off, and it goes just wide. A fine effort by Liam Mahoney. Dupree short of midfield and head it right back in by Mahoney. Coulomb comes near side, too hard, it'll go out of bounds. Corey Pike will throw in for the Bobcats, down to 13 minutes and 33 seconds remaining. Stopped by Hamilton, but he can't control. Karofsky to Wilson. Now Hamilton breaks that up. Paul Hamilton wants to get it up. Broken up by Wilson, but Hamilton comes away off a deflection. This play kind of developed slowly, but Hamilton with a nice pass into the center for Arno, and deflects off the clearing pass to the far side. Grennan should get there first. Down for Allen. Allen gets the cross off. Arno flying through the air, but it's cleared out by Shaughnessy. Dupree heads it to Coulomb, and it's going to be a push. Wilson with a nice little tap. Back to Bouye. Legree clears high. Headed by Coulomb into the center. Arno is there. Arno wants to go far side for Allen. It makes an inside-out move, but he can't beat the entire defense. And Sweeney clears it. Now Hamilton. Hamilton trying to get by Wilson. Wilson breaks it up. Hamilton tries to go back to Dupree. A dangerous play, being that close. Into the center, and Mahoney should get the ball. Misplayed by Pike, out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Coulomb, a long ball over everybody's head, and Jubert just lets it roll right to him. Allen tried to get there, but a couple of steps off, and Jubert hunts out. Picked up by Rao on the far side, broken up, and here comes Racine. Racine up the wing, stopped by Sweeney. Grennan throws in. Morelli. Scott Morelli back in the game, but again, double teamed, closely guarded, and the trip is called, and it'll be NAC ball.
I can catch him.
A long ball down the wing. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Northeastern throw-in. Morelli tries to go through the center, but Shaughnessy is there to clear it back out again. Morelli with a nice move to get by Mahoney. Double teamed. He goes far side for Allen. Allen gets the cross off, but Joubert is right there. No white shirts. Chested down by Hamilton. Dragon gets there, pushes to Allen. Allen tries to get through, but Sweeney breaks that up, takes it to the far side and clears. Now Grennan right back in again, gets through the defense. Off Wilson, and Joubert picks it up. Cougars just seem to be a step off, not anticipating well. And they can't get any decent shots off on Joubert. Everything that goes toward the Bobcat net seems to be rolling slow enough for Joubert to make the easy stop. Now Coulomb trying to line up a shot, but it gets too far in front of him, and it's cleared out by Bouillet.
Stop!
Cougar substitutions: Brian LaFountain back in, Sean Fay back in, and Ryan Ingtill back in for Northeastern. Dupree punches high, and it'll go out of bounds deep in Bobcat zone. It looks like Pike will throw in for the Cats. Stopped by Fay, but right back to Pike, and Pike, a left foot that goes over midfield deep into Northeastern's territory, and again the body, and this is the kind of stuff that's going to turn into some yellow cards later on. That's the second time that Matt Barnaby took the body, not even going for the ball, and the second time that he's gotten away with it, at least that I've seen. And Northeastern players are going to get frustrated, and they're going to start shoving back, even though they have to be disciplined and can't do that because the person who gets caught is usually the one that retaliates. LaFountain back to Coulomb. Coulomb with a long ball down the wing. Northeastern still seems to be favoring those long passes. Now Fay will throw in for the Cougars. Inside the 18, but cleared straight up in the air by Bouillet. Karofsky can't control. Sheehan loses it. Fay goes by one. Wants to get the shot off, and it's just over top of the crossbar. A nice ball that just went over top of the crossbar. Through everybody, and it's a foot race. Racine should get there first. Racine goes to the outside. Rao is right there. Racine pushes it up, but not far enough, and here come the Cats. Finally, the Gree gets it off a deflection and pushes it up for Morelli. Morelli up for Allen. He can't control it. And it'll be a throw-in for the Bobcats. 6:23 remaining in this first half. It's 1-0 Northeastern. And the Cougars seem to have stepped up their play a little bit, have had a couple of opportunities, and have controlled a little more of the game than they did a few minutes ago. And through the center, Morelli over the head of the defense. Morelli gets a cross off. LaFountain gets there. It gets by Joubert, and LaFountain is in the net. Brian LaFountain makes it 2-0 Northeastern. That's LaFountain from Morelli. Northeastern's second goal scored by Brian LaFountain. Assist going to Scott Morelli at the 34:05 mark. A nice play by Morelli to control on the far side. He used his speed and he got through the Bobcat defense, pushed a ball across that LaFountain was able, it looked like it might have been deflected, and that's what fooled Jubert. And LaFountain got there before Jubert could recover and put the ball in the back of the net for a 2-0 Northeastern lead, and that's a big, big goal. From here on in, the Cats, who have been playing very, very well, are going to have to really open it up. They're going to have to open some offense, maybe not in the next 5 minutes of the first half, but certainly in the second half, they're going to have to open it up to try and get at least one in to put them within reach of a tie. And when they open that up, that could be devastating if Northeastern can take advantage on a counterattack. LaFountain gets it back to Fay. Fay crosses to the far side for Allen. Allen, nice ball to Inktil. Inktil with a left-footed shot just over top of the crossbar. And that's a goalie's nightmare. What do? Do you come running out to try and grab it? It's looping straight at you. It's almost like an outfielder in baseball where the hardest play is a ball that's hit right at you. It's difficult to judge if that ball's going to go over your head or if it's got, if it has any spin to it, if it's going to go inside or outside. So it's a tough play for a goalie, standing there wondering if he wants to jump up and tap it over top of the net, or if it's going to go over the net by itself, or if he should come in. So not an easy play. Dupree off a direct kick, headed. Allen trying to get there, and the ball kept alive. I think that's Sweeney on the far side. Hard to see the numbers from this distance, but in any case, cleared by the Cats. Karofsky punches the ball to Sheehan. Broken up by Fay, but they can't control. LaFountain gets there. And finally, Karofsky goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Fay to the 18. If Morelli gets there first, he should get a cross-off, and does. Jubert makes the stop, but the ball laid there, and you could hear the fans from both sides screaming, even though it only laid there for a second or so. But Allen right there trying to get that shot off and couldn't. Cougar down, and the shot is taken by Karofsky and goes over top of the net. I don't know who that player is. It looks like Ryan Inktil maybe. I don't know what exactly happened. That is Inktil. And he goes out under his own power, and he's replaced by Grennan. Short goal kick stopped by Coulomb, and Legree punches onto the Bobcat side of the field. Mahoney with a nice ball through, but Legree is there to clear out of bounds. As always, a very nice crowd for this North Country rivalry. Headed out by Ashline, right in the center. But it's punched right back in by Bouillet. On the far side, miscommunications by the Cats. Cougars took advantage of it. It finally goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Bobcats. It looked like two Cats over there on the far side. Thought the other one was going to get the ball, and they both kind of peeled away from it, expecting to get the pass. With 1:54 remaining, Cats deep in Northeastern territory, cleared out by Ashline, and the Cats will do it again. Chad Rao on the far side. A short pass into Poirier, and it's finally cleared out, and it'll be Bobcat ball again. Now here's a long throw, headed right out by Dupree. Morelli trying to get there, punches it high in the air, but it doesn't go very far. And Bouye punches it right back in again, and Coulombe clears. Stopped by Pike. He let it get too far in front of him, but still able to control. It goes into the center, picked up by Coulombe, and cleared back by the Cats. Both teams trading long kicks. Morelli with a short pass up for Allen, broken up nicely by Sweeney, or Shaughnessy rather. And Jubert with the stop. Coulombe, nice trap in the center. Coulombe, an inside-out move, finally gets the shot off, but the steam is taken off of it by Mahoney. Fay gets by one. He wants to try and cross it deeper into Bobcat zone. Finally gets the cross off, and it's headed by Morelli over top of the net. Nice play by Northeastern. Just didn't click with 6 seconds left. That's going to do it for the first half. 3, 2, 1, and the buzzer sounds for the end of the first half with a 2-0 Northeastern lead. We'll be back in a minute for the start of the second half, but before that, we're going to have senior recognition night right here at Northeastern Clinton. Dale Hawksby and Frank Dumas will come over here to this near side, or to our booth here, and make some announcements and recognize the seniors. And this is their last home game here at Northeastern Clinton.
Tonight's our last home game of the year, and we have 11 senior players on this Northeastern varsity soccer team. Our school and community are very proud of each and every one of you. Many of these players started way back at the Pee Wee level and played every year since. But all of this would not have been possible without caring and supportive parents. Parents that have stood in the rain for hours, made sure you got back and forth to practice, always tried to get you the best equipment, and stood by you in victory and defeat. Most of all, they may not have always been there physically, but you never left their thoughts and never will. Now I would like to introduce each senior and his parents. Paul Hamilton, parents Carol and Walter. Nick Legree, parents Brenda Rabideau and Roger Legree. Jeremy Dragon, parents Brian and Carla. Mike Ashline, parents Clifford and Catherine. Scott Morelli, parents Andy and Diane. Matt Arnold, parents Ben and Brenda. Brian LaFountain, parents Armin and Maria. in Coulomb, there's Dan and Debbie. Travis Dupree, there's Norm and Ann.
Diapers.
Pat Racine, Barrett Rodney, and Marie. Sean Fay, parents Mike and Rita. And I'd like a big round of applause for all these seniors for all the years that they did with us. Thank you.
That's it for the halftime here at Northeastern Clinton. Frank Dumas on the PA system.
Well, we tried to get the second half started, but apparently somebody went over the line too fast, so we'll re-kick. Coulomb back to Ashline, and Ashline. The Cats have their work cut out for them here in the second half. They find themselves down. They find themselves down by 2 goals. First goal scored by Scott Morelli. Assist going to Matt Arno at the 4:14 mark. And the second goal by LaFountain. Assist going to Morelli at the 34:05 mark. And here come the Cats. Shot taken, and LeMay with the save. And it goes out of bounds, so it'll be a corner kick, but a nice save by Gary LeMay off a blistering shot off the foot of Joe Karofsky.
Defense, Cougars! Defense!
This is just what the Cats want. They need to try and get one in to put them within striking distance. The ball comes through, and Coulomb clears it into the center. Morelli gets there but can't control. And here come the Cats. Racine breaks up Rao, and it'll be a throw-in for NAC. But like I say, Northeastern, the beginning of the first half was a strange half in the respect that Northeastern seemed to be totally dominating and finally got the goal in. And after they scored that goal, the Cats seemed to get, instead of Northeastern getting all excited, the Cats seemed to, and maybe it was a little desperation, but the Cats really started putting on some pressure and had some dynamite chances in that first half. But Northeastern, after about 15 or so minutes of playing on their heels, scored. That was the LaFountain goal off Morelli. And it was kind of strange that Northeastern found themselves up by 2 goals, even though the Cats played pretty well and had some good opportunities in that first half. In the second half, the Cats obviously coming out very, very fast, trying to get 1 goal in to give themselves some time to work for that tying goal. So I think you'll see, and here's an opportunity. Rao on the outside, Mahoney with the pass, gives it up to Wilson. Wilson in the center, and Ashline is there to clear. Morelli redirects it, but Shaughnessy is there. And Morelli off a deflection, goes far side for Arno. Arno with some speed goes up against Pike. Arno keeps it alive, and Jubert comes out. Nobody supporting. Of course, the ball went up pretty fast, but nobody up there supporting. And when Arno was able to keep the ball in bounds, nobody there to take advantage of it. Now Rao up the wing. Legree gets there first and clears out for LaFountain. Now Engtill back in the center. Northeastern needs to use their wings. That was a situation where the wing would have been the better pass, not back in the center.
Win this, White. Come on, White, be first. That's it.
Pushed through too far, and Jubert comes out to make the stop.
All right, White, keep it up, White, keep it up.
Jubert comes near side. Nice trap by Chad Rao. Anktil can't control, and it finally goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for Northeastern. Right through the center, and a misplay in the center. Aaron Bouye set himself up to head the ball out, but just missed it. Now on the far side, Fay goes down, and the ball is cleared. I think that is Poyer. Mahoney in the center, knocked down by Fay, and it'll be a direct kick for the Cats.
Defense, Cougars, defense!
Poyer tries to go down a wing. It's too far out of bounds, and it should be a throw in for Northeastern. Paul Hamilton into the game for Northeastern. Chipped into the center, and Mahoney will get there, but he can't beat Anktil. Anktil goes far side out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for the Cats. Push called, and it'll be a direct kick for the Bobcats. 34-39 remaining. Still early in this second half. 2-0 Northeastern. Hamilton heads it out of bounds. It'll be another throw in for NAC. Poyer. Chipped high in into the box, and Legree heads it out. Coulomb in the center, can't control. Shaughnessy comes near side. Wilson off Anktil, and it'll be a throw in for the Bobcats. Down for Rao. Rao, nice moves to try and control, but miskicks it to the far side. He wanted to try and turn it toward the net, but the Cats control on the far side. Up the wing for Karofsky. Karofsky keeps it going for Poyer. Poyer with the cross, and it's headed up and just over the crossbar. A fine effort by the Bobcats. A nice cross by Poyer and headed by Matt White. I think that was Matt White, number 7, that headed the ball just over the crossbar. A real nice effort for the Bobcats, and it'll be a goal kick for Northeastern. Arno trying to keep it in, and he can't, and it finally goes out of bounds, but it's off the Cats, and it'll be a Northeastern throw in. Hamilton down the wing, headed by Morelli. Off a misplay, Morelli gets there, chips into the box. LaFountain called for the push, and it'll be a direct kick for NAC.
Come on, Cougars!
Stopped by Anktil. Anktil trying to go through, and does. He can get across from there, and does. Jubert comes out and makes a nice stop to control the ball. Jubert high to midfield, stopped by Rao. Rao tries to get it back to Wilson. Wilson broken up by Racine. A nice little tap to Anktil. Anktil down the wing for LaFountain. And Sweeney is there, and Sweeney puts it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Northeastern. Thrown in for Coulomb. Coulomb chips high for Morelli. Morelli tries to go back to Arno, and does. Arno threw pass for Morelli, but just off to his side. And that was a dangerous play. It was cleared by the Cats, but it deflected off a defender, and it was rolling towards the net, and Jubert dove. The ball was going to be wide, but of course Jubert doesn't know that at the time. He was surprised that it appeared the Cats were going to easily clear it, and all of a sudden he's got the ball coming back at him to the far post. Jubert, it's low again. Morelli stops it, but he can't control. Picked up by Coulomb. Coulomb, he's open for a shot, and he takes it, and it goes way over top of the net, and it'll be a goal kick for the Cats. Engtill on the near side, can't control it. And it'll be a Bobcat throw-in. We're down to 30-25 remaining in this second half. Mahoney turns it, tries to put it up the wing, but it's off the outside of his foot and out of bounds. And it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Racine off Sheehan, deeper into the Bobcat territory. Now Morelli gets it back to Engtill. Engtill has a man open in the center. Broken up nicely by Mahoney, and Mahoney keeps it going. Back in through the center. Legree gets there, switches fields, missed kicks out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Cats. Cats will do it again. Thrown into the center for Mahoney. Mahoney makes a nice move to get by Coulomb, but Coulomb recovers. The ball goes far side. Mahoney still controlling. Gets the cross off, but it goes behind the net, and then it'll be a goal kick for Northeastern. Legree up for Morelli. Morelli with a nice stop and control, and then pushes it up for Arno. Jubert comes out and clears it, and that should be a throw-in for Northeastern. Jubert, not much of a choice there. He had Arno and two of his defenders coming in on him at full speed. If he bent over to try and pick that ball up, he might have been run over like a railroad train. And if it was one of his own defensemen that took him out of the play, which is highly likely in a situation like that, then he may have left Arno wide open for a shot at an empty net. So he wisely chose to just kick the ball out of bounds. And this will be another throw-in for Northeastern. Trapped by Coulomb, but he can't get the shot off, and here come the Cats. Rao miskicks it, able to control. Rao picks it back up again, and it's taken away by LaFountain. LaFountain and Sheehan going at it. LaFountain gets the cross off, and right through, as Matt Arno just went right through. Jubert couldn't see the ball. Just as he reached for it, Arno got there. Jubert unable to get to the ball, but it went out of bounds wide of the net. And a fine effort by Northeastern's Brian LaFountain, not only to keep that ball alive on this near side, but to get a good cross-off. Ashline chips high and deep, and it's headed right back out again by Shaughnessy. And the center picked up by White, broken up by Legree, and deep into the Bobcat zone. Shaughnessy and Morelli get there. Push called on Shaughnessy, and Northeastern wants to put it in play quickly. Coulomb drives it high over top of the net, and it'll be a goal kick for the Cats. Gorofsky on the far side. Hamilton gets there, breaks it up, and finally Dupree into the center, but picked up by Mahoney. Mahoney up for White. White with a nice heel back to Mahoney. Mahoney tries a through pass. Here comes Rao. Rao gets by, and it's in the net. Chad Rao makes it 2-1, and you could see that coming. You could see it all the way from midfield. Bobcats' first goal scored by Rao with the assist going to Mahoney, but a fine play all the way from midfield. You could see a fine heel by White. White heeled the ball to Mahoney. He had Northeastern going from their right to their left, their defense going from right to left, and when he heeled the ball back to Mahoney, Mahoney had a clear lane, and he punched a beautiful pass through to Rao, and LeMay came out to make the stop. The ball got by him and just rolled right across the line. So a great effort by the Bobcats, and it results in a goal. Now the Cats know that they're within tying distance here. And the Cougars, of course, know that they need to step it up a little bit But what that goal does, that's a big, big goal for NAC. What that does is it allows the Cats to continue to play their game and not open it up. If they had opened it up earlier, again, on a counterattack, Northeastern may have had an opportunity to punch a goal in once they open it up and try and get one in to get them within tying distance. But now that they've got it, they can settle back into their game plan and give it some time and try and get something together. Northeastern now has to look back on some of those direct kicks and corner kicks that they just couldn't, they hit over top of the net, or corner kicks that went behind the net. They have to start looking at those and saying we didn't really take advantage of all the opportunities that were presented.
Let's get another goal, Cougars!
Anktil heads into the center for Coulomb. Coulomb back to Morelli. Morelli trying to turn it, broken up nicely and cleared out. Now Rowell goes far side for Karosky with a great trap. Fay beats Karosky to the ball. There's some pushing and shoving. Fay comes away with it. Fay again comes away with it. Trip from the outside, from the side, broken up by Sheehan, picked up by Coulomb. Sheehan gets there again, and now it's going to be called, and it'll be Bobcat ball. Bouye headed up in the air by Sheehan. Into the center, Mahoney. Mahoney, a through pass for White. White tried to keep it going for Rowell. Rowell was there, but it was broken up the last second. Now here come Anktil. Anktil passes the ball, but it's right to Shaughnessy, and Shaughnessy breaks that up. Now Coulomb gets it to LaFountain. LaFountain to Anktil. Anktil, through pass for Morelli. That's what Northeastern wants to do. Little short passes, and Joubert with the stop. Boyer on the far side goes into the center. Sheehan and Rowell get there. Rowell takes the ball, pushes back for Sheehan, but Legree is there and kicks high just outside the 18, and Shaughnessy heads it out. Bouye heads it, and the Cats, a little miscommunication, crash into each other, and Northeastern comes away with the ball, and finally there's Shaughnessy to clear again. Push from behind, and it'll be Bobcat ball. Sweeney puts it into play just outside the 18, pushing and shoving. No whistle, and it's cleared out by Northeastern. Anktil keeps it going. It's off Sweeney and out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Colin Allen and Yannick Grennan into the game for Northeastern. And a long throw down the wing. Morelli, if he can get there, he can get a cross-off. Morelli does. It's high, and it's just headed away from Arno by Corey Pike. Pike marking up on Matt Arno would not allow him to get around to get that header off, and Pike heads it out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for Northeastern, but a fine defensive effort by Corey Pike. 21:34 remaining. And a corner that goes over through the goal mouth. Grennan gets there, punches high, and Joubert's there to make the stop. Punt is short. Sheehan can't get there. Allen does. A little contact. Mahoney controls and passes up for Rowell. Rowell trying to get it by Racine, can't. But Sheehan picks it up on the near side. Sheehan just kicks out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Coulomb to Morelli. Gives it back to Coulomb. Coulomb into the center. Morelli double teamed. triple teamed, pushes it through for Fay. Off a deflection, it comes near side. Sweeney gets there, but Sweeney able to control. Sweeney a long pass. Legree gets there, but he missed kicks, and it's picked up by White. White goes near side for Rao, and here come the Cats. Rao goes between the legs of Racine, but Racine recovers and clears up. And it finally goes out of bounds. It should be Northeastern's, but it's not. It'll be Bobcat throw-in. Brian Schutz into the game for Northeastern. Coulombe intercepts the throw-in. Goes near side, Morelli off a deflection. Morelli trying a through pass for Dragon into the game for Northeastern. It goes right up through the center. And Joubert with the easy stop and throws it right out again for Sweeney. Midfield, Rao trying to stop the ball. And Legree goes deep into Bobcat zone, but there's Shaughnessy to clear up on the wing. If Rao can get by Racine, but there's Legree to punch it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Bobcats, and the Cats with a lot of steam, really putting some pressure on. High to the 18, headed by Mahoney, cleared out by Dupree on the far side. Dragon caught up to, but he pushes up for Morelli. Morelli back, a nice pass for Coulombe and gets a return pass. Morelli cuts it to the inside. He has a left-footed shot from there. It's a low shot, and Joubert is good, equal to the task.
Way to go, Cougars! Keep it going! Come on, good push now.
Still a lot of time left in this second half. 18 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this second half. Cats with a lot of time to get that tying goal. And Northeastern with a lot of time to defend and try and keep this lead. They built a 2-0 lead in the first half, but the Cats did exactly what they needed. They got one goal about 13 minutes into this second half, and that's what they wanted. They wanted to get that goal to put them within striking distance. A hard, low shot, and Joubert with the easy stop. Headed by Engtel, or rather Ashline. Schutz on the near side, can't control. Allen gets around Schutz. Punched in, but deflects off Shaughnessy, and Shaughnessy clears it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Allen can't catch up to the throw-in, and it goes out of bounds. Allen, a lot of hustle, takes it off the face. Shaughnessy trying to clear up the wing, and it'll be a throw-in for the Cats. Ashline deep into Bobcat territory. Sweeney should get there first, but Allen gets the ball from Sweeney, makes a move, cuts it into the inside, and finally takes the shot. And it's out of bounds off Bouye, and it'll be a corner kick for Northeastern. Player is down. I didn't see the contact. I was following the ball. Just inside the 18, it looked like Schutz. Is that Brian Schutz, I believe? I have to wait until I can see the number. It's either a 6 or an 8, but I think it's an 8. It's a 6, or then that's Mahone. That's Schutz. Okay, Brian Schutz goes off under his own power. Looks like he's favoring his ankle or his foot. And he's replaced by, I think that was Mike Wilson that came in to replace him. High through the goal mouth. And headed out by the Cats and cleared up the wing. It'll be a throw-in for Northeastern.
Let's go, Cougars!
Fay throws to the 18, headed out by Mahoney. Chipped in by Ashline and finally cleared up. Legree gets there, punches back for Dupree, and Dupree goes back into the center. Stopped by Bouye. Arno can't get the shot off, and it's cleared to the near side for Rao. Rao pushes it back into the center. Legree gets there, makes one move to get by Wilson, has some room in the center. Down the wing for Allen. Allen keeps it going for Engtil. Engtil pushed off the ball. Sweeney, a nice defensive play to gain control and finally put it out of bounds, and it'll be a Northeastern throw-in. Neither team giving an inch here. At midfield, it's tough play, but once you get in towards the 18, neither team taking any opportunity or not giving the opposition any opportunities. A left-footed shot that goes wide. Northeastern successful in keeping the ball down Bobcats in the Bobcats zone, but here come the Cats now. Shaughnessy up the wing for Rao, and finally goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Morelli back into the game to replace Arno. Now Allen broken up by Mahoney, and here comes White. White back to Mahoney. Mahoney to Rao, back into the center for White. That was Wilson, not White. I think I was calling Mike Wilson White. Now Morelli goes around one man, double teamed, and we're going to get a hold called, and it'll be Northeastern's ball. $13:20 remaining. Northeastern would purely love to get a third goal. Morelli gets there, just bounced over his head. A nice ball by Nick Legree. And Joubert made the save, but that was a nice try for Northeastern. Now Rao, nice trap on this near side. Chad Rao broken up by Coulomb, but he gets it right back again. Tries to go near side for Wilson. Broken up. Racine gets there, clears up for Coulomb. Coulomb has some room in the center if he wants to take it that way. Passes up for Morelli. Morelli can't stop it, and it's broken up by Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy goes far side for Poyer, out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Thrown in to Fay, off his back, down the wing, and here come the Cats. Into the center, stopped by Racine, and cleared. Cleared out by Shaughnessy. It comes near side. Engtel keeps it in bounds, but Wilson, the only one in position to take advantage of it. And Legree with a sliding tackle. Rao gets by him, gets the cross off, and it goes behind his forwards. But there's Poyer with the shot and LeMay with the stop. Excellent action here at Northeastern Clinton. Some great playing, some great saves. And here comes Morelli. It's a foot race, trying to get by Shaughnessy. He'll get the shot off, and Joubert with the stop. Up and down the field, both teams with their chances. Great opportunities here. Some great defense, great offense, and some great goaltending here in this CVAC contest between the visiting Bobcats and Northeastern Clinton. Rao with a good move to try and get the ball from Racine, but he can't. Now Mahoney. White heads it to the far side. Poyer is there, but it's cleared up by Fay. Stopped by Sweeney or Bouye. Engtil. Engtil still trying to control. Goes down the wing. Shaughnessy will get there first. And puts it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. The last throw-in this deep in the zone turned into a pretty decent opportunity for Northeastern. Coulomb inside the box, head it right out again, and Coulomb trying to pick it up off the header and does. Coulomb tries to control and crosses, but Jubert's there to stop it. Karofsky with a good trap. That's the one thing that you try and teach young players right there. That trap, that good trap that Karofsky just made, enabled him to look up, see where his players were, instead of chasing the ball down. That is so important for a young soccer player. Some of the things that they want to look to try and do, the first thing is to kick with both feet. Learn how to kick with both feet. Pass back to Fay if he can get there, but he can't. Jubert clears up and out of bounds. It should be a corner kick. But that's one thing that young players want to try and do. Learn how to trap the ball. Kick with both feet is extremely important, but learn how to the basics of trapping, the foot trap, the knee trap, chest trap, etc. Learn them all and get very, very proficient, because up in this level, the defense is on you so quickly. If you can't trap the ball and move fast, you're just never going to accomplish anything offensively unless it just happens to be an accident. Fay with a long throw, headed out. And they gave Northeastern a throw-in on that play, and it looked to me like that should have been a corner kick. But obviously not my call, and it'll be an offsides call. It'll be NAC ball. We're under 9 minutes. It's 8:55 remaining in this second half. And the Cats know that the time is running down. Karofsky trying to get a long pass. Legree gets there and punches it out of bounds, but it gives the Cats a throw-in deep in Northeastern's territory. This is where the conditioning really shows up on a team. The team in better condition is going to be able to continue to run. The team who's been faking it, those long runs that the coach wants you to take, the team who's been faking it is going to show towards the end of these very tough games. Sweeney still trying to control Allen with a nice play, but Sweeney gets it to Shaughnessy, Shaughnessy, and Shaughnessy up for Wilson. Engtel to Morelli. Morelli in the center, trying to get the ball to Allen. Allen was all alone. Pushes it through if Allen can get there. Jubert out of the net, but Allen can't get the shot off. The Bobcat defense runs him off the ball. Now Allen tries to cut it back to the far side and does, over the head of Dragon, and finally cleared up the wing for Karofsky. Karofsky gets by Dupree, and Dupree takes him down, and I think we're going to have a yellow card. Travis Dupree will go off for one stoppage of play. That's the second yellow card of the night for Northeastern.
Hustle to the ball, Cougars!
Brent Langlois into the game for Northeastern. Also, we have Brian LaFountain. And Northeastern has readjusted their fullbacks to make up for the missing Dupree. Mike Ashline has switched to the right side fullback position. And Dal Hawksby telling his defense to stay back. 6:51 remaining. He wants to have somebody else take his corner. High, headed by Morelli, straight up in the air. Fay gets there, heads it over top of the net. And it'll be a goal kick for the Bobcats. Northeastern came that close to going ahead by 2. That would have been a tremendous goal for Northeastern. The Cats again know that they have 6 minutes and 20 seconds to get that tying goal. Now that should be a yellow card. because he's not playing the ball. Same thing that Dupree was called for the yellow. He was playing the man and not the ball. Dupree down the wing, headed by Arno into the center. Morelli can't get to it. It goes back outside and cleared out of bounds. I think that was by Pike. Corey Pike clears it out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. And the Cougars in a position now with 5:41. They can take a little bit of time off the clock each time they have a direct kick or a throw-in or a goal kick. They can take a few seconds each time. A long throw-in goes right to Jubert. Dupree back into the game after his yellow card. In the center, Coulombe tries to go far side for Fay, but it's intercepted by Poyer. Finally, Legree goes deep, and this is a long ball that might turn into something here. Jubert played it perfectly. He came out to cut the angle down, wouldn't let Morelli take that shot around him. And of course, the Cat defense played it well too, taking Morelli's left foot away from him. Now LaFountain tries to turn it. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Bobcats. Bobcat defense has played very, very well here in this second half. Northeastern, both goals coming in the first half, but the Cat defense not allowing Northeastern to get any good shots, unopposed shots around that 18. Push called, and it'll be Bobcat ball. Engtel heads it right back to Morelli. You can see that little bit of a gap that's opened up. Morelli with a shot that goes over top of the net. That little gap because the Cats now with only 3 minutes remaining, with only 3 minutes and 55 seconds remaining, the Cats are leaning towards offense, and they're pushing up the field, and that's creating a little bit of a gap. Morelli is down. I didn't see any contact again after he took that shot. He went down.
You had trouble with me, then?
Morelli going off the field, limping. I didn't see anybody around him. I didn't see any contact. It appeared that he just took that last shot, and he kicked the ball. Now maybe it was just a muscle pull, or maybe he actually struck the ground. He is having a difficult time with the knee. That would certainly be a major loss for this Cougar team looking to go into the Section 7 playoffs.
Come on, stay on. Big defense, boy. Big defense. Got 3 minutes.
Racine punches it out of bounds, and we'll do it again. Cats with a little bit of desperation in their play right now, for obvious reasons. Mahoney with a nice move. He'll get the cross off, but Racine won't allow it. So it'll be a corner kick for NAC, down to 3:22 remaining. This is where momentum comes in. If the Cats can successfully score and tie this game up, they would certainly have the momentum for the last 3 minutes of regulation and anything in overtime. Wilson and Arno going at it. Wilson falls down. It'll be a goal kick for Northeastern.
I think we're getting enough. All right, get that out right.
Agree to midfield, headed by LaFountain. Picked up by Sweeney. And it'll be a direct kick for the Cats.
Get it back, White.
Chested by Rao, but it goes way into the center where it's picked up by Arno. Arno has Dragon on the outside. He let the ball get too far in front of him. And Shaughnessy is there, but can't control. It'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Down to 2 minutes. 2 minutes, actually 1:57 remaining. Knocked down by Sweeney. Drang it on the far side. Sweeney will knock it out of bounds, and Northeastern will throw it in again. And they wasted 15 seconds on that throw-in. Right through the goal mouth. Nobody can get the shot off. Joubert allows it to roll out of bounds, and not touched by anybody, and it'll be a goal kick by the Cats. 1:29 remaining. Up into the center. Mahoney gets by one to White. Broken up by Legree. There's LaFountain. And the call goes against Northeastern again. And no comment. Mahoney down to the 18, chested down by Ashline and cleared by Coulomb. 1 minute remaining. Northeastern has 1 minute to control. 1 minute to try and stop the Cats from getting that tying goal. And right now, 46 seconds, 45 seconds. Cats know that the time is running out. They have time for maybe one or two more offensive thrusts if they can get control of the ball. Wilson trying his hardest, keeps it to the outside. Shot taken by LaFountain, and it'll be a goal kick for the Bobcats with only 24 seconds remaining. And what this victory for Northeastern, if it finally turns out to be a victory, if the Cats can't tie it up, what this does is two things. It gives the Bobcats 2 losses, Northeastern with 2 losses, so it keeps the Cougars on top of the Section 7 Class C standings. And the time runs out. That's it. It's a 2-1 victory for Northeastern. But the other thing that this victory does is it almost ensures Plattsburgh's standing as the CVAC champs for 1998. Again, Plattsburgh with no losses. Cougars now with 2, and the Cats with 2. And with only 5 games remaining in the 1998 season, Plattsburgh would have to lose 3 out of those remaining 5 games, and I don't think we're going to see that. So Plattsburgh pretty well up on top with nobody bothering them as the CVAC champs. This game was an exciting contest. This was senior night, senior recognition night, and we did that at halftime. Always a nice thing for the seniors and the parents. But as far as the game is concerned, Scott Morelli from Mount Arno at the 4:14 mark opened up the scoring, and it was kind of a shock I think for the Cats to be scored on that early and be digging up from a hole that early in the game. But actually what it did is that Northeastern was controlling the game before that goal, and then after the goal the Cats seemed to really build up a lot of steam, and they were playing very, very well, controlling much of the field and had much the better shots on net after Morelli's goal until the 34:05 mark when Brian LaFountain from Scott Morelli made it 2-0 Northeastern, and that seemed to be a hole that was too deep for the Cats to dig themselves out of. But they did their best at the 13:33 mark of the second half, because the first half ended with a 2-0 lead for Northeastern. At the 13:33 mark of the second half, Chad Rao from Liam Mahoney made it 2-1 Northeastern. And that's the way the game ended. The Cats kept putting on the pressure, had a few really good shots that Gary LeMay was equal to in the second half, but they couldn't get anything behind LeMay to get that tying goal, so it was a 2-1 victory for Northeastern. And that's the way it was this 13th day of September 1998 at Northeastern Clinton Central School, senior night here at Northeastern Clinton. The Cougars victorious in a big, big win over the NAC Bobcats by a 2-1 margin. Thanks for watching Hometown Cable.